All right, what's going on, guys? This is Michael Bell, SuperGreen. Wanted to talk to you for just a brief second today about the lawn that I cannot help. There was a lawn that just recently canceled as part of our. By the way, this is not one of mine. See all the clover in that one? I don't know if you can see all this clover. That is not one of mine. But anyways, yeah, just recently had a cancel. Not to badmouth any of our customers, but it was just one of those situations where we could just never come together on how the best way to handle taking care of that property. And so I want to just briefly make a video and say there are some lawns I cannot make green, and it may surprise some people to hear that, but just because you have a fertilizer company is not a guarantee that they can make your lawn green. Let me tell you why. I guess we'll take this lawn here as an example. See how they have lots of clover? Well, I would spray this one, so we would eliminate the clover. But let's just say we moved beyond the point where we got rid of all the weeds, okay? And then we were to fertilize. Okay, perfect. That's what we should do. But let's say it still looks this really brown color. Here where we are in northeastern Indiana, we're in a glacial barren landscape where we have no topsoil. We just have tons of this rock hard clay underneath of there, so it leads to a really difficult time growing Kentucky bluegrass. That's why, if you can see on this one here, all the really tall green stuff, these were all fescue blades that are popped up. But if you look at that really brown stuff, that's really brown damaged Kentucky bluegrass. Kentucky bluegrass and clay hate each other. If you watch any of my videos, you'll see, yeah, I talk about that all the time. And so, but if you're in a situation like this where I come out and we get rid of all your weeds and we fertilize it, it will still be brown if you mow it too low, and then if you don't water it on this clay, because especially when it gets warm out, 80, 90 degrees, I can't do anything for that lawn. I think that was a real confusing point for that client of mine who just canceled. He felt like, well, what am I paying you money for? You're putting fertilizer on it, so that ought to be a guarantee that it should be really dark green. And I thought, well, from a very simplistic perspective, yes, I could see that. You pay for service and you expect results. Check this one out. Imagine if this one had some fertilizer. They're doing a nice job mowing this one, and the mowing height is pretty decent on this one, so they can get those nice stripes. But anyways, yeah, if you hire any company, not just mine, but any company, to come out there and do fertilizer and weed control, if you have clay especially, and you mow your lawn really low and you don't water, that company's not gonna make that grass grow very green. The thing that fertilizer does is it just simply feeds the grass. And when you feed a baby, what happens? A baby grows, right? And so if you feed grass fertilizer, what happens? It grows. And then as grass grows and matures upward, it develops deep roots downward. And so that's where the color really begins to shine, and you get that turf density that you just really love. So the issue that we have in this neighborhood, though, or in this town, is we have clay underneath. And it's been really hot recently, 88 degrees, 85 degrees, 90 degrees. And we haven't had any rainfall until today and last night. That's why you see it's kind of like foggy, misty out here today. It's because we've had some rainfall. And so we've got some moist water on this grass. It's beautiful. So long story short, I hope this video helped you. But in a nutshell, if you mow your grass really low and you have clay and it's warm outside, like anything above 80 degrees, 85 and up, I would say, then you're going to have brown grass, no matter how you slice it, no matter how much food we put on that lawn, no matter if we eliminate those weeds or not, you'll have brown grass. So hope that helped. If you want your grass to be green, watch some more of these videos, and I'll talk to you about proper mowing height and how to get stripes on your lawn. You want at least 3.5 to 4.5 inch tall grass. The best kind of grass to grow on clay is tall fescue, or turf type tall fescue, or even Kentucky 31 tall fescue for that matter. just get any kind of fescue out there and you should be in good shape. You feed it, you water it. If it's dry as a bone, water it, because that clay is rock hard and it'll choke out that grass. But all right, so hope that answered your question on what kind of lawn I cannot make green to save my life. Even if I fertilize it and put the weed killer on it, I cannot make a lawn green if a homeowner scalps it and won't water it. All right, it's your friend Michael Bell, SuperGreen Lawn Care, Fort Wayne, Indiana. I hope this video was helpful and informative. And I make these videos because I want to help people understand the process, understand what the food does that we put on, and all those other things. Whether you do your own lawn or you hire a service, I hope this video was a help to you. All right, God bless, take care, talk to you on the next one. See ya.